barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Y'all not gonna be able to see me in this video. I got to do 2 or 3 videos tonight, so I might as well do one on the way home. Happy Mother's Day to the 5% of the women that are out there. If you have kids, have a great day tomorrow, just in case I don't do a video tomorrow. I want to talk about the Lomachenko fight. I'm gonna tell you what makes a fighter great, or I mean a good fighter great. Lomachenko got knocked down. I apologize. He got up with a clear head. You know what that signifies to me? He's in shape year round, and he has few bad habits. That's what makes a great fighter. That's what made that's what made Floyd Mayweather. Don't drink. The worst habit he got is McDonald's. From what we all know, and I think that to be able to get up from the hardest shot you've ever been hit with as a pro, just think about that from a perspective. I'll get into the fight, but I want you guys to understand. See, whenever you criticize, this is just what I believe. Whenever you criticize someone, you have to draw a parallel to your life. And we've all been hit in the face. And the question is, how do you respond when you've been hit in the face? Lomachenko responded like a motherfucking prize fighter. He was hurt. The fight could have been stopped if Lineres would have pressed the issue, had the confidence to press the issue and fight through the medium-sized rain that would have came in return. But Lomachenko kept his distance, trusted his footwork, trusted his intelligence, trusted his 2 gold medals, and I think the man is exceptional. I didn't do nothing on the fight this week because it was a golden boy fight, but I want to talk about Lomachenko. Again, I bet Lomachenko blind. I made $100 on this fight. I'm not gonna add this to the undefeated streak, but I won $100 in my gym that Lomachenko would win. Man, it's just I'm very impressed with the kid, man. Floyd Mayweather got hit with the same shot, similar shot. Lomachenko fell, but that shows you how greater Floyd Mayweather is. Listen, guys, there's no comparison to Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather in this era. I'm not going to speak for men that I saw on videotape or on YouTube, or my grandfather and my uncles and my older cousins told me about. I'm not going to speak on that. I can't be an expert on that era. I can't be an expert on this era, but I've seen them, right? And there's no better fighters that I've ever seen in real time than Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones. I don't care what no one say. You can never bring up that discussion. It can never be conflicted. It can never be disagreed upon. They are the best of our era, period, hands down, no discussion. Now, who's the better of the two? We don't have to answer that question because different weight classes. So who cares? You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about Lomachenko in the fight. He won the first 4 out of 5 rounds, being Lomachenko, and that whole fight, it was big drama. You know why it was big drama? Because we knew all Lineres had to do was catch him with 1 shot. The whole fight, everyone knew it. You guys on YouTube, you guys that watch it on TV, you guys who were in the crowd, the commentators, everyone knew Lomachenko was the smaller fighter. Everyone knew if Lineres catched him flush, he has a chance to win this fight. That's what I'm thinking. Like, he was still in great danger, and he still fought in his space. Lomachenko fought in his space relentlessly. And what was so beautiful about Lomachenko was there was like 15 to 20 punches in this fight. Lineres threw it, and Lomachenko wasn't even in the same zip code. And you got to give the man credit. 3 belts, 3 different weight classes. If you're going to give Adrian Broner and celebrate Adrian Broner's credit, 4 belts and 4 different weight classes, you have to substantiate Lomachenko. You understand what I'm saying? Is he protected? I mean, Saddam Ali was protected, and that's a whole nother video that I'm just gonna go in on. And as soon as I get done with this video, we'll start that one. But I'm driving. Hey, for those of you in LA, the damn Dodger game just ended, so I got to go backwards to get to LA. I got to go through. I'm going through Pasadena to San Gabriel to Rosemead to get to the 10 freeway, so I can avoid the 110 freeway when you get it on in Pasadena, because I'm gonna be stuck in that Dodger traffic. So I stayed a little bit. The family stayed a little bit longer, but we had a great time. The kids had a great time. But the good thing about it is they'll fall asleep in the car, and I'll have the rest of the evening to do whatever I want. I don't have, you know, there won't be any bedtime stories and, you know, all that stuff. We do our bedtime routine. But as I digress, back into Lomachenko, man, I know, I understand everything you're saying is accurate. He is not the pound for pound best fighter in the world, because there's a guy named Terrence Crawford who unified the division, right? And if we're fair and we're just basing it on, I mean, resume versus resume, Lomachenko makes everyone looks average. Terrence Crawford makes everyone looks average. You understand? Everyone in the sport of boxing that's ever fought is susceptible to a straight, explosive right hand, or your power hand. Everyone. I don't care who you are. I don't give a damn who you are, what you do, how great you are. Floyd Mayweather, Shane Mosley, the other left-handed dude that he fought, Manny Pacquiao, who is the second best fighter of this generation, right? So they say, right? He got caught by, I can't think of the name, the guy that did steroids. He got caught and damn near killed Pacquiao, right? That December night. It's funny how I remember dates of fights and shit. You know what I mean? How they just stain your brain forever. Was it November or December, somewhere in there that year? But yeah, man. No, when I say no one is immune, you guys are saying he showed weakness. Well, how about after the 6th round? How about after he got knocked down? And I'm not a Lomachenko apologist. I told you guys a year ago I bet Lomachenko blind between 130 and 135. I said 140, but I'm going to stand corrected on that. He's a little too small. His reach and the density of his body can't withstand pro gray at 140. I mean, he's a more skilled, more talented fighter, but I think I'm going to stand corrected on that. I said between 130 and 140. I was wrong. But 135 is his tops. Terrence Crawford would beat the shit out of him, as I've always believed that. But Terrence Crawford's 147 now, so it makes no difference. But yeah, man, it's just an exciting time, man. It's an exciting time for boxing. Lomachenko is special, guys. Get with it. Get with the program. You can hate the fact that they anointed him too soon. You have every right to think that, because of, you know, as a black fight fan, you have to hold them accountable for doing so when he's only had, you know, 11 fights, but he's 10-1 in championship fights, 9-1 in world championship fights. I don't give a fuck, man. Come on, man. But as I digress back into his record, yes, you have the right to complain, but real recognize real, game recognize game. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to covering Lomachenko, having to sit down with Lomachenko and just picking his brain. When you guys start fucking with my channel years ago, you guys know I'm in love with greatness. In love with it. I don't hate on greatness. I respect it. That's just it. There's nothing I can do. If a man is better than me and most men are better than me at most things, you understand? I respect it. You know, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy. I know I am an advocate of the progress of our black athletes. But if you're white and you're the best, you're Mexican and you're the best, that's it. Lomachenko is a bad man. Can he get hit with the straight explosive shot? Yes, like everyone else in boxing. It's how you respond, man. It's how you respond. And because I believe, I don't know, I'm basing this off of how he responded after he got knocked down with the hardest shot he's ever been hit with in pros, right? He got up with a clear head, body wasn't fully ready yet, but got up with a clear conscience, understanding what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. And that leads me to believe that he has great habits outside the ring. And I'm gonna pay homage. I'm gonna pay homage and respect to Lomachenko tonight. He's a bad motherfucker. And when you put A+ fighter against A+ fighter, somebody's got to win and someone's got to lose. So if he loses to Mikey Garcia in a competitive fight, he loses. Shit, he's an A+ fighter. You know, if he gets into a fight with Robert Easter, if he beats Mikey Garcia and loses, A+ fighter versus A+ fighter. Tank Davis, A+ fighter against A+ fighter. You know, there are levels after A+, but that's so rare. That's so rare. You understand? Now, if Mikey Garcia goes in and washes him, that would be astounding. Or if Lomachenko goes in and washes Mikey Garcia, then he's on the next level. But I don't give him clemency for that journeyman that he lost to. You know what I mean? Styles make fights. Lomachenko was early. He didn't fully understand how to fight Charles Oakley and Anthony Mason. He didn't fully understand that. He didn't grasp that at his age, you know. All my 90s New York fans. So you guys, New York Knicks, I'm a diehard New York Knicks fan. I'm not going to say that again until they start winning. But, you know, I'm just paying homage and giving respect to Lomachenko, man. And I can give two shits about the fight. I bet Lomachenko blind. I thought he was a better fighter. Again, I've won another bet. You know, it's hard for me to bet against him. You know, Mikey Garcia is an A+. Mikey Garcia was breaded to be an elite fighter, and Lomachenko was breaded to be an elite fighter. And we're literally getting wheel versus wheel. We're getting pedigree against pedigree. We're getting gene against gene. That's it. Those two are probably the best at 135. I don't know who else. If Robert Easter defeats him July 28th, that's it. By the way, I'm going to show you guys proof that I get the fight dates before anyone else do it. How my text game will tell you guys, because I found a text from a couple of weeks ago where I know when the fights are happening. You know, I'm just patting myself on the back. So all you haters out there that think that I don't know what the fuck be going on, they just announced Mikey Garcia. The deal has been reached for July 28th, which Showtime has granted them the budget to. It may change, but Showtime has granted them the budget for July 28th. And it looks like it's going to be in LA. And I'll show you. It was either going to be in LA and obviously Barclay, but it's going to be in LA. They wanted Adrian Broner on the undercard. Timothy Bradley basically turned down the fight at 144. And that was basically it. It wasn't that they can't do business because Top Rank and PBC has done business before, i.e. Felix Diaz, Terrence Crawford, i.e. Terrence Crawford, John Molina. So that was a weak excuse on Timothy Bradley's part. Maybe he just didn't feel like coming back. You know, he's comfortable where he's at, and he loves the position that he's in, which is a great position. He's the lead color guy for Top Rank Boxing, which is a great job to have. It keeps him current, it keeps him relevant, and that's basically. So, anyways, man, as I digress back into Lomachenko. First and third of all, fourth of all, we've had an amazing past 24 hours, man. Last night, I didn't get home till 5:30. You guys saw me out last night. I supported my boy's kitchen, which is attached to an after-hour spot. It was a great time. I didn't get home till 5:30. You know, got up at 7 o'clock. Took the young lady and her son shopping today because of y'all. Every time y'all click and watch a video, just think a portion of the money that I get from those advertisements forever to perpetuity is going towards helping someone in our communities. You know, I'm going to start doing, when I travel, I'm going to start doing stuff in other communities. Small things. I mean, small things, small gestures, because I know you guys all over the world, and I think it's essential. So I think that we have to be the change that we expect the world to become. So you know, so that's it. So, and then I supported my boy at 12 o'clock for his fit camp. You know what I mean? He's in a new studio, and you know what I mean? You know, I could have got that free, but I didn't. You know, I paid. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not bragging at all. So the haters going to say I'm bragging, I'm being bragging. Listen, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I support all my friends. I never asked them for nothing free. I paid $100 last night for a $10 plate of food. I'm being 100 with you guys. Why? Because I support my black brothers. For real, undeniably, and those of you, I've supported a few of my subscribers selling me t-shirts and stuff like that. I've bought a few t-shirts from you guys and stuff like that. I've you understand what I'm saying? And that's just real. That's real G code. Like, you know, like and then my other friend had his fit camp. You know, I paid $30 for that, and I took the young lady out and her son, which was beautiful. You know, we spent a few $100s there. Well, since you guys paid for it, you guys have the right to know. It's probably $300 or $400 I paid today for the young man to go shopping and pay for his haircut. But it's just a beautiful thing, man. And for that, I say thank you. I love that you guys hold me accountable. I love that you guys respect me. I love that you respect the mission statement of this channel. And yes, it takes a great deal of confidence. It takes a great deal of quote-unquote arrogance. I don't know how you perceive it, but I'm coming for my black brothers. I have a platform now. It's small and strong. You know what I mean? Yet it's mighty. You understand what I'm saying? And it's because of y'all that I'm going to be able to go to Baltimore this week and maybe help out someone. You understand? I don't know how, but you understand what I'm saying? It's because of y'all. That money, I'm telling you, I'm putting it back in the community. I'm being real. A percentage of it is going back in the community. It's going to pay for my travel, and I'm putting the money back in the community. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. No bullshit, no lie. And I'm obviously going to spend some of it, but I'm putting a percentage, a great deal of it back in our communities. A lot of it will be in LA. But at the end of the day, when you guys watch my channel, just know, all right, I know I'm being repetitive, but I want this shit to hit home. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not the only one doing this. You know, I've heard videos from people from the LDBC new media who donate their time and serve the community, and they're not making it public like I'm doing in this video. But I didn't make it public for years. My name on Instagram is Silent Heroes. This year was the first year I started posting me doing things in terms of helping people. But I think it's important that we do it to change the narrative. You know, black people kill black people. No, black people help black people. You understand? Black people love black people. You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's essential for us as black men, I'm telling you, as black men, to lead by example. Because when we send our kids to public school, the majority of their examples will be white. All right? And I was a school teacher, and it's partially my fault too. I'm taking blame for that, because I could have been more diligent in how I navigated the curriculum in the school system. Now, granted, I was a young educator, and I had to get I didn't fully grasp it. You understand? My heart was in the right place, but you know, from an intellectual perspective and just the logistics, I should have been more diligent in teaching my children, my students, I apologize, about the power of money, the importance of saving, the importance of financial literacy, financial independence, and more importantly, teaching our kids, because the majority of my students were Latino, teaching them about their heritage, about their culture, and my black brothers, teaching them being more diligent. I did some, but I could have did more. I know I could have did more. So, you know, for that, I think about that quite often in my silent moments. I should have did more as a school teacher. So, but yeah, So there are people all over YouTube doing the same thing that I'm doing, but it's not public. But I think as black men and black women, as brown men, Latino men and Latino women, we need to do better at visually and aggressively directing our own narrative. And that's why I'm going to be more diligent, I'm going to be more assertive, and I'm going to be more direct in terms of me doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my community. So anyways, man, Lomachenko's the shit. To sum up this fucking video, I have the great deal of respect for him. And tonight is his night, man. Tonight is his night. I don't know who had a better win. That's for you guys to decide. The other guy, McGee, I don't know if he's a Golden Boy fighter yet. I'll do that video later. So I'm going to say his name. But I don't know who had a better night tonight, but Lomachenko showed a lot tonight. As I say, I bet Lomachenko blind. If Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko fought next, I would bet on Lomachenko. You understand what I'm saying? Would he lose? Yeah, I mean, A fighter versus A fighter. I take that. You know, Cotto versus Floyd Mayweather. You know, the odds was 3-1, right? But I bet there was more money on Cotto than it was on Floyd Mayweather that night. There were more bets on Cotto, I bet, than on Floyd Mayweather that night. I don't know about the money, but I'm just saying, right? There were more bets on Manny Pacquiao, I'm sure, that night than on Floyd Mayweather. I'm sure because of the odds. People love the odds, right? Anyways, man, barbershop conversation, man. Have a great night. I got to upload this video so I can start the next one. And we on to the next one. So I genuinely appreciate you guys. Today was a special day for us. All 20,000 of us now. It was a special day for us, and let's keep on pushing. And if you guys do, last thing, if you guys do something in your community and you guys want to record it, please send it to me on email, fhaw17@gmail, fhaw17@gmail.com. Send it to me. I will gladly post it. And because we need to start creating this narrative, and we're small in comparison, yet we're mighty. So, barbershop conversations. I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Peace.